Like at the moment in Ireland, there's like diversity. There's more and more people coming to Ireland to work.
There are few jobs. If you do that job, people will not like you.
Really?
I mean,
It's so expensive by that time to ring somebody back home.
Pakistan always preferred United States.
Kind of noticed in the last, I'd say, maybe year.
This is the only profession where you have to show your skills. Oh,
Maybe like there's something there.
exactly. You're right. That's only the piece of land.
You know, the experience of the person and then the struggle.
Only
Yeah.
then you
What's
call-
your take on that? Tara!
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk.
Right. What's up, man?
All good.
All good, yeah.
All good, yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to talk to you about coming into the podcast and then, talking about just real talk.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now is the time.
Now it's time.
Now is the time, man.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Dr. Kamran in the house.
Hi there.
Yeah. What's your full name?
My full name is Kamran Ahmed. Kamran is my
First name?
first name and Ahmed is my family name.
Okay.
So I would like to be called Kamran.
Kamran. Yeah. Kamran and myself, we work together in the hospital that we are currently in. It's always good to talk to the likes of Kamran as well, others that we featured in the podcast. Like at the moment in Ireland, there's like diversity. There's more and more people coming to Ireland to work. It's a good time to talk about something like, let's say, share some cultures and traditions from outside, and then our colleagues here will be able to know about us. Perhaps it's better if we go back into, I don't want to say childhood, right? But like when you were growing up.
So as I mentioned earlier, my name is Kamran Ahmed. So I'm from Pakistan. Basically, I am from a small town. It's called Alipur. It's a very small town and not so advanced. Very rural side of the Pakistan. So I born and raised there. I did my schooling there, and after that I had a chance to move abroad for my studies, further studies. Thanks to my parents, they sent me abroad. So I did my MD from Russia. Did my university in 2006 in Russia, and then I graduated in 2012.
Okay.
Then I came back to Pakistan, and there is a thing in Pakistan. If you are a graduate from outside Pakistan, so to work in Pakistan as a doctor, you have to pass a license exams. So that's kind of very difficult thing to pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah.
So
If we just backtrack a little bit, when you were growing up there in Pakistan, how's life? You were saying it's a rural area because it's a small town. It's in the province of Punjab in
yeah.
Pakistan.
yeah.
How small is it? If you can let us kind of visualize growing up as a child.
Area-wise, it's not so big. However, the population is massive
Okay.
because in South Asia, they are very famous for the population.
Of course, yeah.
So I don't know what population my city had in my childhood, but I can tell you currently it has somewhere around the whole city and the peripheries, which make the one city.
Okay.
The territories which is in that town.
Okay.
So somewhere around, I think 500,000 people live there.
500,000.
Yeah, somewhere around 500,000 people.
Right. It's more than the population of Waterford, let's say.
Yeah. You can say.
500. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But when you were growing up there in your area, how was it like? Yeah.
So Don, the thing is, when we were growing up, so there was no that fancy gadgets.
Yes, of course.
No
yeah.
mobile phones, no tablets, nothing. So we used to play outside.
Okay.
Sun is shining and it's somewhere around 42 to 45 degree, but we used to play cricket outside.
No bother.
No bother, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes our parents get angry why you playing. Even neighbors, we have that family system, we have that culture. Even your neighbor can, force you to go at home. So we have to listen them. That's how things work back home. It used to work, not now.
Not now, yes.
Yeah.
Different, entirely
when
different.
I was a child.
Yeah.
So we used to play outside. So there was one big ground in my town. It's used to call committee ground. I
Okay.
don't know what it's called now because, I never been there in last 5-6 years. So it was basically a football ground, and there was a park for the ladies. the ladies used to come for the jog and their own things.
Okay.
So we used to play cricket there. Few boys used to play hockey there. Few used to play football. But now, unfortunately, nobody play outside.
Yeah, because of the gadgets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like that area there, was it free at that time too? Like everyone can just go.
Yeah, exactly. That was free. That was government property. That park, that
Right.
ground is still government property. So that town management, you call municipality. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called. It's municipality, I think. Yeah.
Municipality. Yeah. Same as in the Philippines, they call it municipality.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Same.
it's under the jurisdiction of that municipality. So they have to they have to take care of the maintenance and all that. But unfortunately, it's not being maintained as
Okay.
it was previously. So
Okay.
and one more thing, there was one school.
Okay.
It's a high school for ninth, like from 6 to 10 class.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to went there too. It has huge 3 ground,
Oh
like
wow.
actual cricket stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to play there too. Well, the committee ground was not far from my house, so we prefer to go there.
Yeah.
But when it was small, so sometimes we chose Saturday, Sunday. We prefer to go to the high school
High school.
because it was big, ample space, and when it's also jam packed, so we prefer to go college.
Oh yeah.
It has like
yeah.
more than 3-4 grounds, and huge college. Like the building was small, but the territory where grounds, it was big. Like once a month we used to go there.
Yeah.
So
Just
there was ample space to play outside, but things were not so advanced.
right.
Things were not
Okay.
so advanced.
Like even that time,
That-
no matter how it was big and all, but when you say not so advanced, it's kind of like just a ground and just there's nothing really facilities wise.
Just ground, and on ground somewhere is grass, somewhere is mud, somewhere is
Oh, I
not
see.
not so
It's not well maintained.
well maintained. Yeah,
Right.
well maintained. That ground was well maintained, where women used to jog and exercise, and the football ground in the community ground, that was well maintained. But unfortunately, the school and college were not maintained.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But I suppose if it's a public property, we know this like in a third world country. I'd say like Philippines is still considered third world country, and depending on where you are, if you say government facilities, sometimes and it's so unfortunate that it's not really as as great as when you say privately owned by like a company or something.
That's more fascinating, private world.
Mm.
And we forget the fact that it's by our own tax money.
Yes.
We should take care, but we have never been taught like that.
No.
Nobody told us that.
Yeah, it's so funny that it's the government's, and then people will straight away will think about okay, we'll just whatever it is there, we'll just take it, or we don't really. Yeah, it's a mentality thing. I'd say it's like a setup mind.
Exactly. I still remember there was a common line about that thing, that sarkari mean government
Yeah.
in my language. So people used to say it's a sarkari thing, you can destroy it, no problem.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Still, if you see any protest or something, so people even don't hesitate to
Break it.
break it, or put a bus on fire, or put a building on fire.
Because it's government property.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
They don't realize that's their hard-earned money.
Yeah. That's part of their money.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, when
Yeah.
you really think about it. Your mom and dad at that time, did they have to put you in college or in school? Do they have to pay, or do you have to go to like a public school or something like that?
So in modern world, Pakistan has the same situation, because there are public sector schools and private sector schools. So I have been studying all my life in private sector. I did my early schooling from private school, and then I went to college in private school.
Oh, your parents must be loaded, huh?
Well, it was not so expensive, I
Oh,
would say.
okay.
Yeah, compared to big cities. It was a small
Oh,
city.
I get you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have to pay like €10 in the government school, €10 is very, expensive. I said, like, okay, for instance, we say €10 for
Yeah, yeah.
government
Just let's put a number.
number. Yeah. So if you're giving €10 for school per month, so in private sector it would be somewhere €15.
Oh, it's not bad.
Not so
Okay.
expensive. So it was relatively like a little higher number from the public sector, but still it was expensive than the public sector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way for Asians, is Pakistan like part of Asia? Yeah,
Yeah,
Southeast
yeah,
Asia.
South Asia, yeah.
Yeah. So in Asia, education is very highly considered. Like, oh, you really have to have.
It's a big business.
Exactly.
Big
Yeah.
business, I must say, because whole my life I was studying English,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm still struggling with English.
Right.
You
Yeah.
understand? So I have been taught everything in the wrong way.
Right. Yeah. Do you think?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Right.
Nobody taught me about how to survive.
Oh yeah, I get you. Yeah.
They taught me useless subjects,
Right.
which I'm not using nowadays.
Hmm.
They never taught me economy. They never taught me do-it-yourself skills,
Yes.
and the things one should learn in school. At least one should know how to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I learned it myself.
Yeah.
So, well, there are flaws. But I'm not satisfied with the education system.
With it, yeah. The thing about the education system, like in the past and even now, they're concentrating on the academic side.
Academic side,
It's not like,
practical.
it's not practical. Yeah. Like when you finish your education and everything like that, then what are you going to do? Even though no matter how successful you are academically, if you don't know how to deal with life,
Exactly.
you can always fail.
So they are pushing you on one trajectory,
Hmm.
and after finishing that education, you will be unemployed.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
will suffer. You will work as a slave anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So in Pakistan still people glorify 2-3 profession like engineering,
Medicine.
being a doctor.
Doctor. Yeah.
To some extent, we had a revolution which led by the lawyer community in Pakistan. So people are, well, I must say, they want to be in the judicially acknowledge themselves about how these things work. So some people are that way, but only 3 profession which is flourishing. But nowadays IT is blooming.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Freelancing is blooming. People getting ideas by
Yeah.
the internet. So,
Yeah.
in Pakistan and crypto.
Crypto, yeah, yeah. All this like the business online, basically.
Business online, yeah, freelancing and e-commerce and all that. So nobody taught them.
Yeah.
They're spending their own money and learning, and they are doing, and people are getting rich. People
They are,
getting
yeah.
rich. Yeah.
And it's kind of quick, it's quicker than going through all the studies. When you go and research, most of the successful people, they haven't finished college. No, guys, we're not trying to glorify people without education here. We're just kind of trying to compare
Yeah,
these days.
We are not against of education.
No,
because I'm
not-
educated. He is educated.
Of course.
I'm a doctor.
Yes,
and
of
he's
course.
working in healthcare system.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, according to what I think, you have to learn quality education.
Yes.
There's difference between quality education and professional education.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a doctor, that make me a professional education. If I'm an engineer, that make me a professional education. But what if my job, anything can happen and I can lose my job. What I can do instead of being a doctor? Do I have any other skill to survive? I don't have,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So that's our point. We are not,
Yes.
We have to learn something else.
Something else.
Something else.
Yeah, because you're well concentrated on being a doctor. So you're doing everything in your parents for you to be a doctor.
Yes.
But other stuff, you kind of feel, okay, I don't really know how to, cook or something like, well, cooking is not that hard, but like, I'm just stating like an example there, other things like, and, or even like a DIY or something, what if you're in an island or something, some sort of thing,
But one more thing, I must say, in Pakistan, certain stereotyping.
Okay.
Like there are few jobs, if you do that job, people will not like you.
Really?
Maybe I'm not using correct word, but people will not give you respect.
Okay. All right. Like,
yeah.
are we talking here about being a blue collar job or being in
White
the...
collar job, or
Yes, something like that.
underprivileged job.
Okay.
But I must say, the shoe mender is not well respected in Pakistan.
Really?
Yeah. So every profession is same for me. I don't mind being a shoemaker. If I had the opportunity to be a shoemaker, I would have.
That is a very good skill.
Yeah. But the thing is, the shoemaker is now Nike,
Of course.
is Adidas.
Yeah, of course.
That's how you turn your skill into business.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pakistan is lacking that thing. And the stereotyping is the other thing. Nobody wants to be a shoe mender or a cobbler
Not anymore.
because of stereotyping.
Yes.
So we have too many taboos. Which is the reason. I mean, we are so back from the first world, and we are not progressing. But somehow I feel like nowadays people are enough educated, so they know what to do, and they are doing. I see young fellas. They are doing online business in 17.
And they're
doing
making it big.
big amount. I know a few guys, and they are making huge loads of money, and they are studying, and they are doing everything. I can't blame. In our time, there was no internet,
Yeah.
and might we ended up the same, but we are so late.
Yeah,
We are
that's
so
the thing.
late.
Well, I suppose they always say that it's never too late.
Never too late.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's-
never too late. You know, maybe we have to hang onto that saying. With all those things there, I'd say Pakistan is catching up. You know, hopefully it's catching up. To be honest, when I came here to Ireland before, I mean, initially, it's hard to get internet here at that time.
Really?
Yeah, when I came here, like you have to go to to an internet cafe shop, and it's not many, especially in here, because one of the first things that I was looking at that time when I arrived here, obviously internet, because we're so far away from the Philippines. It's like it's the other side of the world, basically, really. And during that time, internet in the Philippines, it's easier compared to here. Obviously, when you're new in an area, you need to kind of say, okay, what can I do in order to contact my friends and family? One of the things that you can contact them is obviously internet, because in Asia at that time, internet is like just booming. Couple of years from my arrival, and it's easier to access internet. The advantage of being in a first world country, they can always catch up. They can always catch up. And being in a first world country at the same time, less population, it's even better, because the whatever income of the country or the government, they can always, like, for infrastructures and all these things, it's easy to disseminate, basically, because it's not many.
Exactly.
Like in the Philippines, there's about 120 million now, I'd say.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people.
Exactly. A lot of people.
A lot of people.
But still half of Pakistan.
You still have Pakistan.
Half of Pakistan, yeah.
What's the population now?
Well, I think, I don't know exactly, but somewhere around 220 million.
Oh, wow.
220 million.
Yeah, that's a lot, huh?
Yeah. And India has like
It's a 1 point something billion.
1
I'd
billion,
say.
yeah.
1.2, something like that.
Surpassed, I think, China.
Yeah,
sure, maybe,
maybe, but it's like China and India. They have the biggest population,
Yeah.
really. Yeah, and so going back there again to education, right? What made you or your parents decide that, hey, Kamran, why don't you go to Russia and have your education there? Was it like your choice, their choice, or what led you into going?
Well, honestly, I didn't knew that I am going to Russia like month ago. Like after I didn't knew it that I'm going after a month. In a month I will be in Russia. So the thing is, they have decided everything, and then they told me that you have to go to Russia for study. What motivated me? The freedom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like 17-year-old, and everybody want to see the
world.
world.
Yeah. What's outside there?
Yeah, and
The curiosity.
curiosity.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that time that it will be so hard. I
Yes.
have to do everything myself, cooking and washing and all that thing which we used to do in our college,
Mm.
and our parents used to do, our family member. But when you are in hostel, you are studying
Mm.
in other city or in other country. Oh, it's very difficult. It
Very.
look very fancy, but it's not.
Yeah, when you're actually doing it yourself, it's so different from like just looking.
Exactly.
Right.
So that was the only idea. I mean, I will get my freedom. I will go. I will learn the new language. I will see different culture. So
But did you have to take exam from like from Pakistan?
no, not an exam.
Okay.
There's certain criteria for Russia. If you have more than 60%, you can get admission. And
Okay.
when you will reach there, they will take an exam.
And they have arranged that for you already?
Exactly.
Like your parents?
No. Yeah, my parents arranged it for me because I didn't negotiate anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do. They arrange everything. They actually contacted a person from my city who used to study in there, and he arranged everything for my parents
Okay.
and of course for me. So this is it.
But like Pakistan and Russia, how come of all the countries in the world, Russia, is there a strong connection between Pakistan and Russia?
No, there
Oh,
was not. Russia was more a good friend of India rather
Okay.
than Pakistan.
Oh.
Because honestly, I want to be blunt. So Pakistan always preferred United States because of the
Oh,
capital.
okay. Okay.
Russia can't afford us. We
Oh,
are
okay.
expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
We have we have a strategic border.
Okay.
Afghanistan, Iran. US needs us, and
Yeah.
we need money. So
Okay.
we always prefer United States
Right.
because Russia is useless for us. India prefer friendship and their own strength. That's why I think India chose Russia. But now India is one of the world good power.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the top.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know how India is doing, but that's what according to my knowledge, India is very strong, and it will be very strong soon.
Yeah.
We are indulged in too many problems, which of course not our problems, but for there's a thing when you try to make other people happy, you suffer.
Yeah.
That's what Pakistan did.
Okay.
He tried to make every other country happy, every other's problem he want to solve, so he ended up in more crisis.
Right.
Every day, every other day, there is a problem with Pakistan. Every other day. So that's the reason. I mean, I don't want to open everything, but
Something like that.
yeah,
In the lines of those things.
yeah, sane mind. So that's what I want to say.
Yeah. But it's so interesting that when you went to Russia, have you been searching or researching about Russia at that time, or you knew about Russia?
There was no internet that time.
Okay.
At least I don't have access to the internet that time. So of course I didn't when I left for Russia, my father gave me a Nokia 1100 mobile.
Yeah.
It was like a little screen and Nokia 1100.
Nokia, yeah.
Yeah.
The infamous Nokia brand, yeah.
And it had only feature of calling and messaging. That's it. And a fancy game, snake game.
Snake game, yeah. That everybody loves.
Yeah, that's it. So I went there, and when I reached there, so I contacted my parents from the guy who received me at the airport from his mobile. So slowly, it was 2006 when I reached there. So slowly, internet getting there was of course internet, but I didn't have the budget to buy a new phone. So
It's so expensive by that time to ring somebody from like back home.
yeah, it was very expensive.
And did you have to use like the scratch card? At that time, there's like you have to.
Exactly.
You can go to an Asian shop and then
There was no
buy
Asian
a
shop.
card.
Yeah, there was Turkish shop.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Turkish
Okay.
shop. We used to buy meat from Turkish shop.
Okay.
So, but I have realized there are lots of Muslim population in there. So I didn't struggle with the food.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are Chechen,
Oh yeah. It's a big.
the Tatar.
Yes, yeah.
And most of like 50% of the population of Russia is Muslim.
Yes.
On the western border, like St. Petersburg, Moscow, and the border which on the western side, the cities which are on the western side or central area, they are, I mean, different belief they have.
Different.
Different beliefs. Some are, I think, atheist. Some are Catholic. But the central and the southern part, I think, is mostly Muslim.
Muslim, yeah.
Like we have
Brought by Genghis
Dagestan.
Khan.
Yeah, Dagestan.
Yeah, Dagestan. Oh yeah, Nurmagomedov.
Turkmenistan.
Yeah.
Like I'm just talking about the province which are under Russian jurisdiction, not
Okay.
the independent states. Like there are 5-6 independent states already. There have majority of Muslim population, but itself Russia,
Yeah.
I think 50% they are Muslim.
But when you went there, did you go like did you stick in one college and that's it? Like in Russia?
Yeah, I did it. I did my language from another college, and then I studied in another college.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And what were you speaking there? Russia. You have to speak Russian, is it?
the thing is, in college, our professors, our teachers, they knew English. So
Okay.
the medium of communication and medium of education was English.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
but
not too
it
bad.
was not so good.
Okay, just like a basic thing.
Basic thing.
Right.
They struggle in explanation. We struggle in understanding.
Yeah, that was a big problem, a big challenge for you.
Challenge. Yeah, big challenge.
So
So,
what did you do then?
then it was challenge till like first year, when I had a fluent command in Russian. So that was easy.
And how did you learn Russian?
Well,
What was the steps that you did?
Well, it's a mandatory in Russia. You have to learn Russian, even if you get admission in English medium. So there is a separate class for Russian. But I did separate Russian language course, and well, it was like initially they teach you the letters and the few greeting word and
Okay.
the things which is the lines which are necessary to use in markets, and slowly they teach you grammar, and when you continue your communication, you get
Yeah, your
you learn
friends,
about-
obviously you're
right.
talking to your friends in Russian
Yeah.
language. And
And I mean, there are many people in Russia which are from other countries. Like I had Indian fellows and the people from Somalia and the people from Jordan, UAE, and Egypt.
And how long did it take you to learn to speak the
Well,
language?
It took me, I think, 1 year
1 year, that's all.
to explain what I want to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, at least I
Yeah.
mean, that's not easy.
Yeah, but I try to learn.
Yeah.
There are few colleagues of mine who used to study with me, my class fellows. They're still
Struggling.
struggling. They can't even speak. They can't even express themselves in Russian
Yeah.
language.
It's all about maybe like opening your mind.
Maybe, yeah.
If you want to learn it, if you're interested into something, you can always learn easily.
Well, the trigger behind learning the language was I want to take something from Russia.
Okay.
So I thought language is the best thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
When I reached Pakistan, I used to think that it will never gonna help me again. I forget it. But when I came to Ireland, so there was all that Ukraine crisis, and there's many people from Ukraine here, so they came to hospital, and they are struggling with the translator.
Yes.
So
So you were able to talk to
I'm
them,
able to talk. I can explain.
ask them. Yeah.
I can explain our medical thing, how we will take care of them, and all that thing. So I feel
You're being useful
Yeah.
more than just being a doctor.
exactly.
Yeah, that's one thing I kind of noticed in the last, I'd say, maybe year a bit, that I have noticed that there are more patients that, foreign patients basically. It used to be in our hospital, obviously Irish people, British, and a local population basically. But yeah, in the last year, there's more, even like patients from Japan.
Oh,
Yeah, we're getting, global. It's like,
it's diverse.
wow,
Man.
it's diverse, yeah.
I like it.
There's a big difference between then and now. And talking about, for us in the medical field, it is always like an asset for the likes of you who can speak Russian, who can speak
Different culture. whole different
Urdu,
language, yeah.
me, Filipino, English, sometimes, when you're talking to a foreign national, when they speak English and the locals here, they cannot really understand how they express themselves because they are not used to kind of hearing that English way of speaking.
Exactly.
But for us, we're kind of train our ears. Okay, this is what you meant. You know, I think there's a big difference between being here, born here, and you're listening to the way they speak compared to
dialect.
us.
Yeah.
Who's like who've been around, like in people who struggling to speak English. But for us, I know what you mean.
Well, in English, the most difficult dialect is Scottish and Irish, I think.
Okay,
Very difficult to understand.
the accent probably.
Accent, yeah. The way they use.
Oh yeah, the sentence construction basically.
Yeah. So that's very difficult to understand. But, yeah, I mean, when I was here, in first few months, I was struggling to understand the thing. What he said.
Yeah.
And they make word very short. Well, yeah. So
Have you any sample?
yeah, I have an example. I was in maternity.
Okay.
So there was a female patient. So nurse came to me and she told me she had a prem.
Right.
I said, what you said? She had a prem.
Prem, yeah.
Prem. Oh, so now I'm thinking, shall I ask her that I don't know what is prem?
Yeah.
So I, get the courage and ask her, what is prem? Oh, it's premature.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah. Everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing here, even names, right? If your name is very short, they will make it longer.
Okay.
So, for example, myself, Don,
Dawn.
they will call me Donald. Yeah,
Like
my name is
adding
not Donald, but they will say Donald.
Okay, that's the thing in Pakistan too.
Okay.
Specifically our northern province, it's called Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
Okay.
So if you are a male,
Hmm.
so they will add an A.
Okay.
Like your name is Don. They will call you Donna.
Oh, so in the Philippines, if your name is like Donna, it would be a female.
Okay, so if you are a male, they will add an A, so it will be Donna. And if
Right.
you are a female, they will add a Y.
Oh.
Donne.
Donne.
For example, I will make it more clear to give a Pakistani name example. Like my name is Kamran, so my friend will call me Kamrana.
Ah, I see.
Kamrana.
Okay. Yeah.
Which in province of Punjab sound like a female name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kamrana. But if I am a female and my name is Kamran, they will say me Kamran ne. So
I see.
maybe that's the thing with
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe
Same thing as here. I suppose.
most of my friends are Pakhtuns, like from that province. So I managed to learn their language too.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
that's a totally different language.
How many languages do you know?
I know
As in, like, that you can speak.
I can speak English. I can speak Pashto.
What is it?
It's a language of our a province in the north.
Oh, yeah,
northern-
okay.
Yeah. So it used to call NWFP, but now its name changed to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Well, I know English, I know Russian, I know Pashto, I know Punjabi. That's the language of province Punjab.
Punjab, yeah.
And actually there are 2 to 3 languages in province of Punjab. One is Punjabi, and other is Saraiki, and the third one is Balochi.
All right.
So I know Punjabi and Saraiki, but I don't know Balochi.
Right, right.
Yeah, but so I know five languages.
5 languages, yeah. Arabic?
I can read Arabic.
Okay, but you cannot speak, you cannot communicate.
I can't.
Right, yeah.
If someone is speaking very slowly, I might get the idea what he's about to say.
Yes.
What he's trying to say. That's it. But
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Just like that.
Even Nicki Minaj is saying Alhamdulillah now.
Oh, really? Is she a Muslim?
No.
No,
In
just
her
saying
song.
it. Oh, really?
I forget the other guy with her, but there was a song Alhamdulillah.
Really?
Like that, yeah.
Oh, they like I suppose.
Alhamdulillah, something
yeah.
like that song. I heard, yeah, I heard.
That's the latest one, is it, or one of the latest
Like
ones?
not so old, like 3-4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm
right.
not sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe viewer can tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you comment down below, guys. Yeah, yeah. It's so fascinating that Ireland now, there's more and more people coming here. Well, I can say for us it's a good thing, but there will always be like other people who will say, oh, there's more people coming in here, like foreign nationals and all these things. But most of the people who would like to move to Ireland, we want something, a peaceful environment wherein our kids can grow.
To contribute in
You
the
know.
society.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's not really a problem really for us because we are working in the healthcare system, right? Well, I'm not saying that there is a problem of coming in here as foreign nationals. No, it's not like that, guys. But what I'm trying to say here is that for us, we are thankful that we are here. We are given the opportunity to express,
To serve the country, yeah.
yeah, exactly, our skills, talents, and then whatever we have studied basically. The healthcare workers is always like, to be honest, we can work anywhere else in the world. And do you find it like what the advantage of that? I mean, what's your take on
Well,
now that you are a doctor and then you can work in any hospital basically?
the problem with healthcare workers, specifically the doctor and nurses, and wherever they want to go, they have to pass their license exam. This is the only profession where you have to show your skills. They don't believe on your degree. They don't believe on your experience. You have to clear the license exam. Only
Yeah.
then you.
What's your take on that? Yeah. What's your yeah?
So the thing is, if someone is coming from another country to work as a doctor or nurse, he cleared your license exam, so he's competent enough to work as a doctor.
Of
He's
course.
not a Tom, Dick, and Harry who thought to go to the Ireland and start as a doctor, as a nurse, or something in the healthcare. He has been filtered.
So you're saying that we only need one exam. That's it to come in,
Yeah, but
or do we not need any exam at all?
we need exams. They
Okay.
filter us. They see our competencies.
Yeah, the records and everything.
Yeah, everything they check. Even anywhere you go to Canada, you have to pass their license exam. As I told you previously, that healthcare is only profession where you are even you have 10 years of experience, and you want to move somewhere else, you have to pass their
For the
exam.
exam, yeah.
That's not a one night thing, and you decide to go to Canada and you will pack your bag and call the hospital that I want to join them and I want to join you guys, and they will say welcome.
But
it's not like that.
is it not only? I suppose even though, like, for example, you finish your college here, you worked here in Ireland. When you go to America, you still have to take the exam.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just when you think about it,
Oh.
if you're coming from a prestigious hospital as well, they should accept you. Oh, okay, yeah.
But a few countries have such, what you call,
Like UK and Ireland, you don't have to.
like Ireland and Australia.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yeah. If you're graduated from Ireland as a doctor, you can freely work in Australia. You can freely work in Canada, I think.
Okay, you just have to get the license.
License, yeah. You
Yeah.
just have to apply, pay
Apply.
the fee, and get the license and work there. But that's not the thing with the third world countries.
Yeah, they always look at your papers like, oh, where are you from and what's this?
After that, if there's sufficient evidence you are competent enough, they still have to filter you through a process.
Yeah,
So that's a very time taking and financial.
of
burden.
course. Yeah, it's
that's not
taken.
an easy thing.
Yeah,
And one more thing I want to say that well, most of the people which decided to leave their country, there is a reason.
yes, of course.
There is a reason that they don't fit there. Either they have studied abroad, either they are, I mean, so mature that they can't digest anything bad, but they don't have power to correct that thing. So they decided to move somewhere else to a already well settled country. Those who respect, who
Your rights,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, your rights and respect you for the work you do.
Yeah.
So this is the reason people leave their own country, their family, their own people.
And it's not easy to move.
not easy
It's
to
not
move.
easy. It's like your heart and everything is like, oh my God,
Yeah. And coming to a different country, you don't know their language. You learn their language. You fit in the system. You learn the system. Believe me, that's a very difficult thing.
Very difficult.
Very
Yeah.
difficult thing. But we're still doing because we don't fit back home. Because every other thing annoys us.
Yeah.
And we want to go somewhere where we find the peace of mind. So we will work, we will contribute ourselves, and we will be respected. That's it.
Mm.
We don't want to be, like we don't want anything else. We have just focus on that thing.
When you look at it, it's basic human rights,
Basic human rights.
isn't it? Like all you need to do, I don't want any trouble. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna work, and my family and everything like that. I want them to be, in the safest environment as much as they can. With myself and all. That's a very good point. Yeah.
The treatment you get, like from the senior. I mean, I feel remarkable difference between the behavior of my senior back home and the senior here.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm
Like okay, let me just expound that.
Yes.
Like if you can.
Yeah, I'm not exaggerating, but the thing is, back home, most of the senior, not all, most of the senior treat you like they're slaves.
Mm.
Honestly.
Is it because of the competition? Like there's 100 of you trying to get the job, and then when someone is the senior, and then they feel like, oh, okay, I can always replace you.
No, I'm talking in term of respect.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
don't give you respect.
Okay.
If you are even 1 year behind that guy, so he will treat you like, who are you? He can say anything to you. And because you are afraid that if I say anything, if I retaliate,
That will be on your record or hearsay.
no, they will kick you out.
Yeah.
It's a mafia, strong.
Yeah.
They have connection.
Okay.
They have connection with the HODs, with the senior guys who are holding the department, who are running the department.
But maybe because of, there's so many doctors there who would want to be in your place. And then for them, having that position, they think that,
That could be the reason. Yeah, that could be the
hey,
reason. Yeah.
I'm here now. I'm your boss. I'm senior than you. And then if you don't like this job, then there's another person.
Other person, yeah.
Maybe like that.
But the thing is, if you will respect me, and if
It doesn't matter.
if you will acknowledge my work,
Yeah.
I will stay more loyal with you.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, I will just come to
Move.
work.
Yeah.
I will just do my job, get paid, and I'll not look behind. And whenever I got the opportunity, I will leave you alone. So if you want me to give my 100%, you have to respect me.
Yes.
Whether you are doing it, for my skills or for my work, I mean, you should treat every human same.
Of course.
I mean, that's not the skills or work or anything, but you should respect your subordinate too.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's not the thing back home. I'm sorry, but
That's the reality
that's
of
the
it.
reality. Yeah.
And when you arrived in Ireland, when you started working here,
Yeah.
how did you feel? How were you treated with your, okay, hey, Kamran, welcome. How are you? And
Everybody was so nice. And I must say, I never worked in any other hospital in Ireland, but my hospital and my department, I think I have found wonderful, because all my life I was working in 2-3 hospital back home.
oh, wow.
So I worked in 2-3 different hospitals. So every hospital, every department is same back home. Initially they are nice, then their lobbying and the politics, all that thing happens in Pakistan. But here everybody is calm. Everybody respect you. You come, you do your job, and get appreciated by the work you do.
Yes.
So they are very nice people. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm speaking from my heart. They are extremely nice people, and they support you in every manner. They don't,
That's right.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, far better than back home. Honestly, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of, you're just expressing yourself,
Yeah.
what's the reality. And I don't think there's a problem with that, But like I can attest that, I wouldn't be this long here in Ireland if that's not I've experienced as well. Like the people here are so nice. Imagine. I mean, like there's so many places. As I said earlier on, if you're in the healthcare work, if you're a healthcare worker, you can work anywhere else basically.
From Ireland.
From if you don't like this place, then I can go to Australia.
Exactly.
Then I can go to Canada, America, all these places, right? But now Like I even have like a house, and I'm staying here. Like basically, well, I'm an Irish now as well.
You made it home.
Yeah, yeah. It's as they say, home is where you make it.
Yeah.
Like anywhere you go in any place, if you don't make it as your home, you won't feel good. You won't feel like, relax and all these things. You know.
I always was struggling with the thing nationality and your country.
Mm, mm,
Well, that's only the piece of land.
mm,
How, what feelings that piece of land gives you to be your country?
mm.
So, according to my understanding, if that piece of land is there to protect you, to give you justice, then I have to respect that land.
Of course.
I have to learn. I have to love that land. If there is no justice, and there's no rule for me to protect myself, protect my family, or a common civilian, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That place is. I mean, I can't love that place.
Mm, mm.
Okay, I born there. That's the thing. I can't choose, or someone can't choose to born somewhere else. Or,
Yeah, because if you're born there, you're born there.
you born there.
Your
You born
parents,
there. Yeah. I mean, you should be protected. Your wealth should be protected. Your family should be protected.
Mm.
Then you can demand, that I should love that country.
Mm.
People back home say that don't tell what Pakistan gave you. Tell us what you did for Pakistan. I mean, that's a
That's a
fair argument I ever heard.
brainwashing, I'd say.
Brainwashing,
Isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, sometimes in my English I use a Russian word because of
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that means yes, by the way. So
Yeah.
So the thing is, I mean, they are very. I mean, I don't understand. Really don't understand. There are loads of stories, but that's not a. Good place to tell that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Mm-mm.
Every third world country, same.
Same. Yeah. It's. I suppose it goes back to, if there's so many of you asking for same thing, it is hard to manage.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
hard to manage people. Hey, I want this, and the other guy, I want this, and then if you give this to this person, how come I didn't get it?
Yeah.
I couldn't give you because there's not many of me or something, or my ration is like not much. You know the way?
Limited, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
it's kind of like that, probably.
but the thing which annoys me most, that all privileged people get what they want. They can skip the line. They can get whatever they want,
Mm.
and they are not even Pakistani national.
Mm. That's
You understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. Mm-mm.
Those who have Pakistani nationality, they are fucking treating like a third class citizen.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
Mm.
So, and you demand those people to love that country. I mean, give them something, man.
But isn't it probably it's because of colonialism? Maybe in the past,
Oh,
maybe like there is something there.
exactly. You're right.
Because in the Philippines, it's like that.
You are right, 100% right.
If a foreign national will go to the Philippines, they are treated like, oh, hi, hello.
How are you?
But, for somebody local there, they're like, oh, who is this guy? If you don't have something to offer,
That's
something like that.
some other premium membership if you have
Yeah.
foreign passport. But I'm talking about the people who are Pakistani. They're born Pakistani. Somehow they manage to get another passport, or their family settled there, and they have Pakistani passport. They come to Pakistan for the marriages and
Okay.
funerals and all that thing, and they are treated like royals.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I mean, because they can threat. Oh, I'm American. Be careful. can't
I
touch
see. But even though they are actually Pakistani,
They are actually Pakistanis.
it's just a passport.
It's just the passport thing, man.
Oh,
the passport
okay.
thing.
Well, when you're going to be like a
Sorry to interrupt you, but there are few Pakistani who works as a politician. I mean, those who are politician, MPAs, MNAs, those who have foreign national.
right, And is it allowed?
and it's not allowed.
Oh,
But they somehow try. I mean,
they can work it out.
they can work it out. They can hide it.
Yeah.
Most of the elite, those I mean, the ruling elite of Pakistan is foreign national.
Really?
Even our judges don't want to live in Pakistan.
Right.
There was a video in a video from LA,
Mm.
probably LA. There was a lady in Lamborghini, and some random TikTok boy stopped her and asked, "What you do for living?"
Mm.
And she replied, "I'm a retired Pakistani police officer."
Imagine the reason and all, and the audacity to say it, like,
Exactly. I mean, you are a government servant. You used to be a government servant. How you managed to afford a Lamborghini, man?
wow.
See, they just just go there, earn, and
That's
shit.
it.
That's it.
Right.
And when they are tired of Western life, like you don't have slaves there, you don't have your helper there. I must say, but the human are treated different in Pakistan, specifically the the working class who are helping these elites.
So in Pakistan, same as in the Philippines, you can really identify who are like rich people and then like poorest of the poor.
I don't say them rich people. Rich are
Privileged.
in the values. They are spoiled people.
Oh, okay. Right.
Spoiled people. I must say them spoiled people, because rich is sober.
Yeah.
If you have money, you respect everyone. You try to give help people. That's what rich people do. Real rich people. They don't show the strength of their money. They help people.
They don't put the money in the pedestal.
Exactly. The spoiled people do that. Those who are spoiled, I mean, they have excess of everything and they misuse it. I certainly would like to, call them spoiled people.
Spoiled, yeah. Luckily, now that we're here in Ireland, you can't really notice. I don't know, like in Ireland or, well, I suppose even in America. America is first world country, but you can see the difference between someone, who has like good job, rich, and those people who are like just
Average guy.
average guy.
Struggling.
But in Ireland, everyone seems to be like
Equal. Exactly.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I have
Like,
noticed
did you notice that?
Exactly. Sorry, I again said an Urdu word. Exactly. I have noticed that thing. Well, I think there is no discrimination or complex, because and same thing was in Russia.
Okay.
Same thing was in Russia. I never felt that I'm using the public transport.
Right.
I never felt in Ireland that I'm using the public transport. Back home, I feel like, why I'm using public transport.
Yeah.
There is this sense of guilt that you are using public transport.
Yeah.
Not with me. I mean, most of the people, those who are not privileged or not successful enough,
I
can't
understand.
afford at
Yeah.
current time. But because our societies are something different. Because
Sometimes in the Philippines before, I'd love to go on a bus and, because Philippines, like the traffic there is so bad and,
Same.
there's so many people going up on the bus and then you don't have the seat actually. People are standing, right? And I always observe people and I'm kind of fascinated by the looks of the people themselves. You can always say, "Oh, this guy is from this. Maybe he's working in this whatever thing," and then this guy is like, this guy's okay," and then you can always see the face, the experience of the person, and then the struggle.
And they are always ready to fight.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Just say a damn word and they are ready to fight.
yeah,
All their frustration, you can, in a matter of second.
yeah.
They are so, I mean, they are so full with, their suffering.
It's always like survival of the fittest when you're there.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, in here, when you go on a bus, everyone's just cool. Just, okay, I'm minding my own thing and that's it,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never feel like I'm a doctor, and I still don't have a car. I travel on the bus every day. I wake up like 7 a.m. and then I have to catch the bus and 7:45 to reach the hospital at 8:15. So back home, if you don't, well, back home if you are using public transport, you have to wake up like 2 hours earlier than your.
Same in the Philippines, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the problem. So maybe I must say it's a kind of hustle that you have to do for the public transport. That's what annoys you. You don't like it. Here's everything is on time. In Russia, it was everything on time. So we never felt the same way as we feel it back home. That could be the reason. Well, if I'm not clear in my thoughts, so I think that could be the reason.
That's probably it. Yeah. And do you think because of the internet, people are more awake now? Like, for example, in the Philippines, they will know what's happening in the capital. They will know what's happening like in other countries. And then little by little, they're becoming like, oh, okay, maybe we should reconfigure things.
They're more informed.
Yeah.
More informed. But on the other hand, they are making themselves fool too.
Really? Like in what sense?
I mean, they are believing everything they see on
Oh, I see. I get you. Yeah. Like Instagram and
Instagram, all
like,
that,
yeah.
glittering gold,
Yeah.
which is not real.
Yeah.
Holding the toilet seat and taking the picture and saying that you are flying to.
Yeah. That's actually a ridiculous kind of, for all the Instagrammers there that's pretending,
Pretending, yeah.
Because sometimes the people posting it, pretending as if, as you were saying there, that they are making it. But in fact,
They're
like, they're struggling, all these things.
Exactly.
And which is like, that's the bad thing about internet, But the good thing about internet, there are lots of things actually as well. Knowledge about certain, things that we haven't seen before or we didn't know before, like the real stuff.
I 100% agree with you that the knowledge internet is giving to people, it's beyond a university level knowledge. I mean, in university you have to pay fee, you have to go to the classes, and you are waking up and all. Here you can learn whenever you want to learn. Yeah, I'm 100% agree with you.
It's on your phone, it's in your tablet, laptop.
Exactly.
It's just there.
But the thing is, people don't want to learn things from internet. They want
To be
entertainment.
entertained. Yeah. That's 100%. Just entertainment. That's all they
And everyone who is scrolling the reels after 5 years,
oh, their brain is just
that
dead, yeah.
they will even can't tolerate the word hello. If someone say them hello or greet them, they will be angry like. I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be zombie nation.
Yeah. There's more people with double chin, in the last couple of years compared to like before, because everyone's just looking down.
And
then having neck problems.
neck problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you bend your neck, that three muscles, two muscle on the each side, they have to hold the head. The head is heavy, so they have to stretch. And when you keep that muscle stretch, it get loose. So what you do, you have to get a massage.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, which can turn the situation even more worse. Because they are contract and you are trying to relax.
Yeah.
They are contract for the reason. I mean, that would be a medical thing, but they are playing with their health.
With that, yeah. Great, man. It's just with all the things that we've talked about, it's just amazing that myself and yourself were able to share things. Most especially you were able to see
Thank you.
lots
Thank
of
you
stuff.
So much you take time for me, and you invited me here. I'm really thankful of you.
Oh, I'm grateful that you're here. Tell us about, have you plans in the future? If, the guys can see and look at a channel of yours, maybe hopefully in the future.
Well, I'm trying, but I'm unable to find the niche. I mean,
Right.
sometime I want to do a daily vlogging. Sometime I want to just talk about health. Sometime I want to, do a book reading stuff. So I'm very, very confused. But I think in a month I will start that.
Yeah.
I have to find something.
Yeah, I think you have so much things to talk about.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you have so many experiences, like your life experiences. Like you're not that old, and you're not actually old, You're not old, but your life experiences is so many.
Yeah. That's
because different countries, exactly, and then the languages that you've learned and things like that. Maybe you can start with maybe your profession.
Yeah, that
You know?
would be the good idea.
That would be like easier for you because you are who you are.
The things I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the near future, if Dr. Kamran will be having any like podcast or channel, we can support him.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I will try to.
Well, hopefully, man, we'll see you online, and then you'll be teaching us about probably about your life experiences, becoming a doctor, and then health wise and all these things, and that will be very interesting because I can see it now that you have full of informations.
Well,
So,
thank you. Yeah, I have learned a lot from you. For
Thank
the
you.
past 6-7 months, we are working together.
Thank you, man.
You
Thank
teach
you.
me lots of things about the social media and all that
Yes.
things. I'm really appreciate what you have done. I really appreciate it. And yeah, one day we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
guys. That's it. That was a lovely, great talk with Dr. Kamran. Follow him. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. That's it for now. We'll see you again.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Tara!
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk.